Honey. Jessica Alba tells us how her character wrestled with that decision. And you won't believe the one thing they had to teach Jessica in order to get this role done right. Jessica Alba joining us in studio next. Jessica Alba! What's up, how are you? Good to see you. Now, Jessica, I'm going to say something. I just noticed something. That guy in the scene, that dude that's with you, that's your boss or whatever.
Yeah.
That was a kid from Big. Did you know that?
Yes.
He grew up, and that's remember the movie Big?
Yeah.
He played the kid, and now he's doing the movie with you. All right. Thanks for noticing. All right. But you were a tomboy growing up, am I right?
I was like a girly tomboy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to wear like combat boots and then little tiny sundresses.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You'd still look good if you did that.
You'd still look good. You're tomboyish and all that stuff. But I hear you got this. I talk to Billy Woodruff all the time, the director. He said you got this crush on Johnny Depp. Is that true?
Yeah.
Just yeah? Your daddy don't like that. I was just talking about it.
He doesn't want me to have a crush on anybody. This is the thing. If my dad likes, I introduced my dad to Sergio Garcia, this golfer, and he was saying all this stuff. Oh yeah, he's cool, and he was telling me everything about him. And then when he thought that Sergio may be interested in me, he was like instantly potato head. He's like, oh, he's a potato head. So like any guy that my dad might think is cool, when he likes me, he's instantly a potato head.
Chris is in love with Johnny Depp too. So stuff come from. You guys are ridiculous. You'll see later.
You mentioned your dad. You were doing the little
that's going to be coming up a little bit later.
Where
is your dad?
That's my dad in the SC gear over here.
That's Andy Garcia. Is that Andy Garcia?
Yeah, that was my brother.
Now, as you can tell, he's wearing his UFC jersey. Big sports fan, sports family?
Yes, my family is out of control. Sports, any sport, basically, they do. They watch, they bet on, we do it all.
How does he act at a Laker game? I hear he gets like...
Oh, my gosh, he was walling out at the Laker game. We were there, and first of all, he thinks he has a personal relationship with every single Laker. So, like,
John used to think that,
too. You thought that?
Yeah, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah. So, we're sitting there at the real nice seats right there on the court, and the boys are right there, and we're so excited. And he was on the phone with here's his friend Scotty over here, and he was on the phone with his friend, and he called everybody he knew through the entire game. And every time, like, Shaq came by, he'd be like, okay, Shaq's coming by right now. Right. And then he would, like, wave really hard, and then he'd be like, okay, Kobe. And then he did this thing, and he would wave Fran. I was like, what kind of wave is that? You don't have to door. But, yeah, he was real excited.
Now, you've been very busy because in addition to your movie Honey, which hits theaters nationwide on Friday, you have been doing a little work for Maxim magazine, let's just say. I believe we have a little picture of what this looks like. Yeah. It looks good? Okay. Sally. Oh. Is that a little nerve-wracking?
What do you mean?
Well, if I saw myself like that, we might see me like that later. In Playgirl.
No.
Easy.
It's not nerve-wracking, it's rackalicious, for God's sake. It's great.
I don't know.
Fun.
It's very flattering. They asked me to do the magazine. I did it once before, and the magazine, was successful. So they asked me to do it again, and it's good. It's tasteful. It doesn't look like any other Maxim that they've had. They were like, this doesn't look like our normal Maxim because the girls usually wear white or black or red, and they always have bikinis, and they're doing these poses. But I did, it's pretty tasteful. My dad his friends can see it, and I'm not embarrassed.
And he can hand it to Shaq and Kobe and Gary Payton and say,
oh my gosh, I took my dad to the ESPYs. This is the worst. We're on our way out. Who did you say it to, Dad? Eric
Dickerson, yeah, he's been on our show.
So we're on the way out, and then my dad's like, going out, he's like, hey, Eric, so nice to meet you, brrr, saying all the stuff, he knows the stats, he knows everything, and then, he was like, yeah, man, and he goes, did you meet my daughter Jessica? I'm not trying to pimp her out. Dad, that's so embarrassing. And he couldn't help it, he was just so excited to meet Eric Dickerson.
Dad obviously plays a very important role in your life, so out of curiosity, what did he think of this clip that we're going to show from Honey? Well, you had to do a little...
Oh, man.
Don't throw that. Let's just work.
Let's work.
I wasn't sober.
Yeah, exactly. You had to have a couple drinks. You had to have a couple.
I was so nervous because this kind of stuff is not me at all. Like I'm a very quite conservative kind of girl, and I was so nervous. And your friend Billy Woodruff was like, Jessica, you got it. And I was like, it's so short, and they cut it so small. And he's like, just have a couple Incredible Hulks. So he made this drink sound like very good, and it's like hypnotic and Hennessy or something. And I had a couple, and I did the thing, but it was really nerve-wracking. Because all of a sudden there were like 50 more crew members than there ever were.
Right.
Yeah, I was one of them. So check it out, Little Romeo is in the movie.
Yes,
he's coming on next week. You got any message you want to say to Little Romeo?
Just that I love him. He was wonderful. He was such a joy and such a professional, and he's growing up too fast. He's growing up way too fast. Because he was this little man, and then we went and did some reshooting like 3 months or 6 months later, and he's my height, and he has this like deep voice, and he's like looking at me like, yo, what's up? And before he was looking at me like a little kid, and then now he's looking at me like, what's up, shorty? And I was like, how's little Romeo trying to talk to me right now? He was like my little brother.
You know he's worth like $300 million.
I don't
Holla back.
Yeah, I got my own money.
I hate it, but 300 somebody else's ex-Tom is sweet.
Guys, you got plenty more coming your way with Jessica still ahead. We're actually going to test the arm of this former tomboy, and also she's a great golfer, so you're going to take your shot to Tommy after this. Yeah, that was then 4-year-old Jordan Eugenio, so the pressure is on Jessica Alba today, an avid golfer and the star of the movie Honey. So, first of all, who's your favorite golfer?
My dad, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
And my brother's second.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Well, your brother was actually talking trash during the commercial, so Tommy, why don't you step on over here?
He's always talking trash.
Yeah, that's what he
All
does.
right, Jessica, let's see what you
Let's
can
hear
do.
it for Jessica. Come on.
So, I need a couple practices. I have high heels on, so,
Excuses.
Hey, man. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, yeah, speed. I like it.
Yeah, look at our brother's about to give us some. What do you want to tell her? What do you want to tell her, Joshua?
What?
Bear down on the ball. Go ahead.
Oh, Tommy, I'm going to see you.
I know they're coming fast. I can hear them. I can feel them. This is going to hurt.
I love it.
That's all right.
Hey, her arm is double jointed.
All right, one more.
You go to me. Tell you to stop, woman.
All right.
Wow. One more. I want to see if you can get one on Tommy.
Jeez.
Take the big one.
Get a big one.
Oh, can I hit the big one?
Yeah.
All right. I never hit one of these. Oh.
Whoa. That's all right. That's all right. Hey, you know what, though? Tommy, this weekend you're trying out for the Tom.
Sorry. Okay.
You know what? I can't
Tommy,
do
you're
it.
trying out for the LA Avengers. I'm trying out for the LA football team. Now, you said you hadn't thrown a football in years, so why don't you get Tom loose and let's see your arm
All
here.
right.
Okay. Oh.
Very nice.
So I know that she can play the pressure because she worked for Jim Cameron, too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Whoa. Yeah, because you do it under pressure.
Come on. Oh.
Now, Tom, come on over here, Tom. Run a pattern real quickly, all right?
I'm going to go out this way. I'm going to go this way.
Very nice. Very nice.
You got the goggles.
Sal, you cover Tommy real quick.
Come here.
Ready?
Come here. Right here. Oh, the goggles.
Interceptions. You are a mean man. Jessica, get on over here. Easy. All right, that's very nice. Hey, Jessica, thank you very much for having some fun with us today. Make sure you check out the movie.
Check it out.
Exactly. It hits theaters nationwide this Friday. Hey, we got more actors coming your way a little bit later. Tom Cruise, plus we'll show you why Will Smith beat the crap out of John
Let's see my
Sally.
movie.
Yeah,
Let's see
check out Honey.